Here we go.
Zombies.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything to worry about. I don't have anything they want.
Brains.
We're here. We're back. Whatever number it is. Oh, you need some lube in your joint there, Miss 10 Lady.
I know.
We are
That's
getting to that age.
okay.
You know what I just saw?
What?
I saw a thing on Facebook that said, what does it say? It said, being in your 40s is crazy because some of your friends are grandparents and some of your friends have newborns.
Yeah. Yeah. That's no joke.
Right?
That's
I
no
mean,
joke.
because, technically, we're of the age, like, that could have happened.
Yeah.
Like, we could have grandkids at the moment, and we have a friend who has a essentially newborn.
Yeah.
So, that's nuts.
That's
But
nuts.
welcome back to our
Hey,
random babblings.
Jude.
Ramble babblings, or whatever,
Ramble.
whatever I'm trying to say.
Bamblings.
Right? Shamalama ding dong. Anyway,
Mm.
so I hear you have something you'd
I have
like
a
to talk about.
question. Okay. Here's the
Random
thing.
question.
Okay. Um, so we've talked about a little bit. I know that I've talked to like some people kind of about it. So obviously I don't believe that it's really a situation that we have to worry about. Let's just disclaim that.
Okay, here we go.
Zombies.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything to worry about. I don't have anything they want.
Brains. Oh, no. Brains. um, no, so we've watched like Shaun of the Dead, which is like zombies.
Yes,
And
one of
it's
the
like
best lines
funny.
in there. One of the best lines in there. There's no I in team, but there is in pie, like meat pie, and meat spelled backwards is team, so I'm taking the day off.
Yeah. 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 Um, any hoot. So my question was, how long do you think that you would survive a zombie apocalypse? Also, how well do you think you would survive?
Depends on how close the zombies are.
Like to you?
Yeah,
Like here?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm just saying if they're further away, I could probably survive a fair amount. I've got some extra like food storage packed on my body,
Okay, so you're
right?
saying like if you don't have to deal with them, you think you'd do okay.
Not necessarily that I don't have to deal with them. It's all in proximity, right? Just like we would fare better further in the country if a catastrophe were to happen because you
Mm.
don't have all of the needs of all of the different people right there.
Right.
And people going nuts because they feel that they can't get what they need.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I think due to population density, I think I would fare longer
If there were less people turning into zombies.
if there were less zombies close to me.
I mean, obviously.
Right.
I think
So,
that's most people.
but I also think, I mean, we'd have to, okay, let's spitball it here. Let's
Okay.
workshop it.
Workshop
Right.
it.
What kills said zombies? What
Taking their head off, I think.
taking their head off, or like what makes them no longer a thing?
I'm not really. I don't know.
So
Like a bullet to the skull? That sounds really drastic.
a freedom seed to the skull.
To the brain.
Anyway,
Is that how they like in movies
I
and
don't know.
stuff?
I don't remember. I
Or do
don't know
you
the
just
lore.
remove the brain part from the rest of the being?
I Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I guess I don't really remember because I mean they kind of in Shaun of the Dead got through the thing, but I think they just annihilated them
Yeah.
because he then had his friend who was a zombie chained up in his shed so he could keep his friend,
Yeah.
but he would still like try to lunge at him to eat
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
So
know. I don't. So one, I guess that's the thing. How do you um
now if you
deal
go
with zombies?
zombie land,
Hmm.
it was I believe Freedom Seeds to the Skull
Okay.
because it was very wireless hole puncher friendly show.
Okay. Um. Okay. So I mean, if you just
So it,
if you Maria Antoinette them, do they then like suck back together,
or are they the headless horseman?
right? Or do they like find it and then put it back on? Or
You know, I there's so much there I don't pay that much attention to because I go for the funny stuff.
that is true.
Um,
We've never seen like I think I've seen maybe 2 episodes of The Walking Dead.
no, yeah, I've
So I'm
not even
thinking
seen
like
one.
let's say we're in Walking Dead or that one what's that one show like The Day After or the one
Day
show?
After Tomorrow is about a new ice age.
No, that's not it. The TV show where the EMP happens and the people are all taken back to like
Uh,
prairie days cuz
yeah, but it wasn't an
no.
EMP. It was actually nanobots that were sucking all the electricity out of the air.
Correct.
Um,
Do you
what
remember what show that
the
was?
was it? It wasn't Revelation. What was not
I don't
Revelation?
know. Anyway,
Um,
so if they had zombies,
what the heck was the name of that show?
I don't really know.
It
I don't remember.
was.
But in that show, people just all of a sudden were like, "Oh, well, we have to figure out how to live together and figure stuff out." Um, it's not Doomsday.
No, I was trying to say Doomsday as in like type
Oh,
genre.
and it said, "Here is the exact show."
Right.
Maybe put it in
Um,
type after. Um, so
but yeah, I in that I think would be okay. We don't have to worry about zombies.
I I have such like a fainting goat thing. If I'm chased, I just fainting goat and like the oxygen just is removed from all blood going down to my legs and just whoop, I'm out. So if there needs to be running involved also, I'm not really in a runner type shape. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's not great. But um yeah. So I think that way that's not great. I feel like for a little bit I would be okay if we were out like inland
Right.
and we had to take care of ourselves and such. Um but like I'm really bad at gardening. I think I'd be a lot better at it if my life depended on it. So
I guess that's a way to test it.
maybe maybe I do find gardening. Um but like
Actually, we did really well when this stuff was outside. It's when it comes in the house that it becomes a problem.
okay,
It's true.
things come to my house to die.
I'm not trying to like be mean or anything. It's just
No, I know. Um I have this bamboo plant that my dad gave me and there were 5 bamboos and 4 are dead and I am taking care of it the way that the paper told me to. I have one healthy one and the rest are just not. So,
oh, you really liked Under the Dome. It was
Revolution.
Revolution, not Revelation. Revolution. That's what I was going for. Yeah.
There it is. 15 years after permanent global blackout, a group of revolutionaries seek to drive out a tyrannical militia that's taken over the former United States of America.
Right. And basically, they hold the key because they also have things that turn off the nanobots so they can have, like, helicopters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But I would say if I have enough freedom seeds and I have enough time to kind of make a stronghold, I think I'd be fine for a while.
if it ever came down to it, and somebody was like, "Oh, we gotta eat someone," just eat me. I'm not a big like fan of meat anyway.
We could find food elsewhere.
I would eat grass. I'll try to eat tree bark. I will eat bugs, but I will not eat a human. I just can't. There's no like, oh, come on, survive. And I'm like, you know what is even better than trying to survive heaven? Take me now.
Lord, I'm coming. This ain't worth it.
I am well marbled. If human is delicious, I am the top, like Wagyu, you know?
No, if fat's delicious,
If fat is flavorful, if fat is flavor, I am delicious.
yes.
I'm just saying, I'm like Wagyu over here. I'm okay. I don't want to eat a human, and if it means
I don't want to eat a human either. I don't think the soccer team that was on the top of the mountains was like, human.
no, I know, but when it comes to it, like, and it's like, well, we got to eat somebody to stay alive. I don't want to live in that world. I don't want to live with the fact that I had to eat a human. Like, at that point, I'm fine.
Well, they say it makes you go nuts anyway, so
I thought it was only if you ate the brain.
I don't know.
Honestly,
I'm
I don't
already
know.
there. There's got to be
I've
some
not
kind of
looked into it
psychological
enough.
issues.
Well, yeah, you're eating a human. There's
Right.
something that, like, in your brain goes, we're not okay.
Right.
This is someone I know. Thigh, anyone?
But, I mean, we do name our animals that we eat, like pistachio and...
Yeah, but, like, I knew I was going to eat them. We're not raising children in this scenario
No.
to eventually
No.
eat. That would not happen either.
But some people would see it as children. Like...
Yeah, and that's fine. And they don't eat their pets. And that's fine. Like, I wouldn't eat my cat or dog.
Well, it's not a pet. It's livestock.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if her, you know, if if we needed to eat a pet to stay alive, that would be different. Now, if it was Hurley right before he was dying, I'd say probably it's not the best to eat his body. He's riddled
tough
with
meat.
cancer.
Yeah, tough meat. No.
There's, no, thank you. But yeah, if it comes down to it,
And the cat would be like an appetizer.
just let me go. Huh?
I said the cat would be like an appetizer.
Yeah. She'd be a hat. That's it. So you'd get. So I think that's my thing. I think I would do okay with like I would learn to can.
Can?
But I
Like
don't
dance?
know if we even had jars at that point. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if we're not prepared, I'm like, well, let's hope we don't get botulism because
Well,
I haven't learned to
I
can
say-
yet.
I say with what we already have, we have at least a few weeks. To figure life out. In an apocalyptic zombie thing, we have a few weeks.
Yeah. Okay, there's a difference between like around here there's the Cascadia Rising thing, the Cascadia subduction zone. I know we've talked about it before. And apparently like the tsunami is supposed to come all the way to I-5. So in that case, like the rest of the world isn't down. I would fight to survive, you know? If the whole world is down or all of the United States is now under like zombies and stuff,
But okay,
Don't send help.
so no, but think of it this way.
Uh-huh.
What if zombie happens,
Okay.
internet goes down, so there's no communication? How do you know that it's the whole US? You wouldn't. So you would still be fighting to survive for the possibility of something on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be of most paramount to make sure that we could go on and that the human race could continue.
Mm-hmm.
If because you would have no way to know of communicating. Just like on that show Revolution, they had no ability to get electricity, and the lady had an iPhone that had battery life left, but when it finally died, she technically at that point had no longer had children because she had no way to see them.
Mm.
Because she had been separated from them and was trying to get back to them.
Yeah.
So it would be as if they had died because she could no longer see them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You might as well just assume that they're dead.
well, but in your head, like you have that loss.
Yeah.
Because the permanence of them is gone.
Mm-hmm.
You have no reminder of them. You like they're not around. You have no way to contact them. I mean, they would just they're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, they may not physically be gone from the earth, but they are for her.
Right, well, there's no way to get to them.
Right.
Yeah, like if something happened, we would not be able to get to Autumn.
Oh yeah, we would.
Oh, we would. I mean, I would definitely try, but there's like mountains and
Okay.
like tons of stuff in
We
between.
got legs and feet.
Yeah.
If we had to, we get there.
You hear that, honey?
You just walk down and around.
Down and around.
Because, I mean, if we had to do it and walk in, I mean, I'm sure there's a horse somewhere that we could use to, help get over the mountains and whatnot. And at least going at the right time, at least there's roads already cut through the mountains. So
Yeah, but a lot of people would be traveling those, and that would be dangerous. Because
Potentially.
people would be trying to take away our things and our shoes.
Potentially. But potentially not. Depending on what kind of catastrophe it is. But you could go a little ways away from the road, but there should still be somewhat of an easy passage and only come down to the choke point when you absolutely had to.
Sure.
To get through the
I think
mountains.
that I would survive a lot better being with someone who knows things like that. I would definitely try to make my way out of the city because there's more people, and so that's more people turning into zombies.
But I would say also trying to make sure to navigate your way through where you can, and then also being close to water sources.
Oh yeah, for
Because
sure.
being close to water sources, you get your water, but you also have,
Potential for food.
yeah, animals that should be relatively close. Whether it be fish or other animals.
It would be nice if she lived in Indiana and we live here, that she could make her way to us, because we have like mountains and stuff, and but we would come for you, honey.
We could meet in the middle. I mean, that's a possibility too.
There you go, honey. Yeah. But it's not even like if you kill a zombie, you can eat it. It's all like dead stuff. Oh, it's
Right.
also a human that turned into a zombie. Yeah, again, I'm
It's
out.
the living dead.
Yeah, I'm out.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah, Shark Tank that. Would you like some zombie meat? It is replenishable, renewable. It's great for the economy. Zombie meat.
Okay, let's take it a step further.
Oh,
Let's
gosh.
further
Oh,
this question.
Okay.
Remember the show iZombie?
Yeah.
What if you accidentally got turned into a zombie and had to eat brains?
Oh gosh, that would be. Thinking about it is not great.
Yeah, because
But she maintained like her humanity essentially,
only because
but
she could
only
eat
because she
brains.
could eat brains.
Because she was like working in the morgue
Yeah.
or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What say you about that?
I just. Do they have to be human brains? I don't remember that from the show. Or
Well, they
could they
were.
be like,
I don't know that they could be animal brains
why
because
though?
you don't ever see her going for animal brains
I
because
don't
she could just
know.
get that from the store. She wouldn't need to work at the
Yeah.
morgue.
Yeah. I don't know why. I Is there something with human brain that like keeps I don't
That's
Here's
where
the
all the
thing.
smarts are.
I don't I don't remember where like the show enough as to why she had to eat human brains. But I
Because the
do know that
bloodlust would come and she would go nuts.
no, yeah, but why couldn't she eat like cow brain
I don't know.
or something, you know? I do remember that she had to put hot sauce on anything just to taste it because her taste buds were gone.
Right.
So anytime I see people just dousing their food at the coffee shop,
And they're pale.
my initial thought is probably a zombie.
I mean,
Probably a zombie.
probably.
If you can't taste any that much hot sauce, probably a zombie.
You don't know what they've been shot up with.
Probably a zombie. But yeah, so I guess and there's that one show that has Drew Barrymore that we never watched it, but she somehow gets to be a zombie and she has to eat brains and I think her family helps her.
What?
I don't remember, maybe it was on Hulu. But yeah, what was it called? But she had to eat people's brains. Santa Clarita Diet. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I remember seeing the
Things for it.
yep, trailer. There
Yeah.
it goes. I can words today.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be funny also.
Yeah.
And then but her family helps her because they find out that she became a zombie somehow and they help her.
Oh, did random offshoot rabbit trail. Her brand came out with a all-in-one espresso machine, grinded up and everything for like $100 or something like that.
What?
Yeah, for whole bean to espresso.
Is it on is it at Walmart?
I don't know.
Cuz her stuff is at Walmart and it's so aesthetically pleasing.
For
It's so cute
yes, for certain people,
for me.
it is very aesthetically pleasing. It's not stuff that I would choose. But
No, you would choose like black
yeah,
chrome. It's like this beautiful cream, this beautiful green, this beautiful like frosted cranberry color, and then
it's
all the
essentially
accents are
Easter
like
colors.
rose gold.
It's Easter colors, is what it is. It's all like pastel-y
It was like colors of
or
the
dusty
year.
colors.
Yeah. But they were very beautiful. And yeah. I saw them. I was like, okay, yeah. I can imagine people having like the stuff out on the counter and all matching and being adorable.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I didn't get any because I don't really like stuff on my counters. There's stuff on my counters. I don't like stuff on the counters.
We try to keep very minimal stuff on our counters, like no appliances at all.
You know how nice it is when our friend Brian made us the boxes for our drawers, and when we put all the cutlery in, because it used to be up like in this
On the counter.
long basket on the counter in mason jars, and that was great for a long time. And I was like, I would love to get it off of the counter actually. And now that it's in the drawer. Oh my goodness, I love it so much.
Yeah, and it's so nice because with having people over every week and the amount of cutlery we need to have on hand, it just makes it so nice that it's tucked away.
Yeah. Because we have the IKEA, I'm so sorry. We have the IKEA pack of cutlery, and
Which is enough for like 12 people in one pack.
yeah, it's
And
like 60 pieces.
Yeah, something like we have 2 packs.
And there's 5, so yeah, so it's 12. And so we got another pack when we started our church, just so we would have enough cutlery for different things. And so now in there, instead of having like the little tray that has a small thingies, we have 6 big containers, like,
There's just 6 organizing containers, like little clear rectangle things that
yeah,
really fit in there very well
they really do.
for holding all of our stuff.
So there's tons of space. So even if we needed to, we could get another pack or 2
Yeah, we could
or
get
3
more.
even,
Yeah.
and there would be so much more space. And you just toss it into there. It's
At
fantastic.
that point, I think we'd be getting to the weight limit of our drawer slides, but
Possibly. And those knives are sharp.
oh yeah, if you
Sharp.
ever are in need of a butter knife and a steak knife,
In one.
go get an IKEA butter knife because those things will slice you up.
Yeah. Yeah. They're very.
That's like the one good
Very
thing
sharp.
about IKEA. They're butter knives.
Yeah.
The one thing.
They do. I do like, oh my gosh. So Selena and Ben and the kids, they went to IKEA this last week. And they took a picture of the kids looking through this one kitchen. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's the kitchen in the layout of the house that I love. We're like, what? And like, I know that kitchen and I know that layout. And then they took like a family photo on the couch in the layout house that I love. Oh, it's that corner L1. So it's like,
I have no idea, babe.
no, listen to me. It's a big L. And there's the kitchen. And then there's the dining room and the living room, and it all like kind of flows together. And the couch is like this, looking at the wall, and then there's a wall big cabinet. Anyway, you like it. It's the one that has like it's an L, you go in from both sides, and it has like these 2x4s black painted in like a little line, like a corner thing to prop up the roof. It is so cute. And it's open, and we like it. So I like that because you can move the couch and you can make a longer table and have more people. Yeah. Why was it on my IKEA? Oh, because we were talking about the things. The last time we went, the food was not great. And
For those of you who don't know, they have a cafe inside of IKEA where they sell Swedish meatballs and other assorted things that are maybe was it Swedish heritage and other things like chicken nuggets and stuff.
for the kids,
But yeah, they've changed a lot of things. So it used to be served on like glass plates, and it used to be very good food.
And they had the cutlery that we have. We got the same cutlery that they had in the cafeteria.
Yeah. But the last time we went, granted it was post-COVID and blah blah blah, but they are now
Paper plates.
plastic forks, and the food tastes like it was a failing school's cafeteria food. Like it wasn't very good at all.
But apparently this last weekend it was good. They also used to have these seltzers, bubbly juices.
They were
Ciders. Thank you. And
pear and apple. They
yes,
were delish.
so delish. But the last maybe 3 times, no, even longer than that, I think there was
It's been a long time since
one
we
time
had
a
some.
couple years ago. They had some, but they weren't up in the cafeteria. They were down in like the other
They have a mart where you can buy their
little market.
food from the cafeteria, but it's like frozen or what? It's like take home and bake.
Yeah.
Take home and make food.
Yeah. Anyway, They haven't had them in so long, and they were so delish.
Mm-hmm.
So delish.
And they're a Swedish like drink.
Yeah.
They're not like something from America.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, but they said that it was good this time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I do like some of their stuff. And I like looking at their rooms for
Right.
inspiration, for like layouts and
Well,
just
yeah.
different colors going together. And
If we were going for just that, that would have been one thing. But the last time we went was we specifically went so that you could eat there,
yeah.
because you really liked their food, and it wasn't great.
Yeah. That was
And then
the
I specifically surprised you by taking you there to get you a wall organizer, pegboard thing, and they had only some of the stuff, and it was hard to find. And then we had to order stuff, and then the stuff was going to the wrong spot, and it was just not. It was not a fun experience all the way
It was a
around.
little bit stressful. That was the time before, though, that the pegboard one.
That
There
was
was good food, weird, couldn't find pegboard stuff. This last time we went, bad food.
and couldn't find what we wanted, right?
No, we found what we wanted. We needed more cutlery. That's why we went.
Oh, I
Because we
thought
were
there was
going-
something else that I don't know.
We went for before we started our church so we could get more cutlery.
Right.
It was between Christmas and New Year's.
Then what?
But that's
what
when the
else am I
food wasn't great.
remembering that maybe we were up there and I don't know.
I think that was it. That one time though with the pegboard was a little bit like, woo.
That was really stressful
goodness.
because we had to talk to people about like we not necessarily that we had to talk to people, but like we had to go to their like customer service area, which is like over tucked behind something, and people are in an office, and you had to like flag them down just to get them. It was a mess.
It doesn't sound like that much, but it took a very long time. It was a little bit like
Well,
stressful.
no, we were standing there for like an hour just to make sure that we could get your pegboard stuff
delivery.
to our house.
Yeah. When we put in the address, it switched from our zip
Address.
code to the zip code in Renton. And I was like, and so like when I hit continue, it changed apparently. And so and I was like, do you think that this is going to end up at my house? Because it says our city and this says Renton's zip code. So I don't know if we're going to get it. So we had to like completely cancel the order and all that, but it took a couple managers.
Yeah,
to do
it took a while.
And then they had to reorder the stuff for us, and it was a whole thing. But we got to watch somebody buy this beautiful, long, beautiful table.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you were needing like a conference table, like a huge conference table or a huge dining room table that seats like 10 to 12 people, I mean, really, that's the place to get it because their retail price isn't that terrible. And if you're lucky, you can find one on clearance, and it's even better.
Yeah.
Or like
Their clearance section
return.
is pretty legit.
Right, a return or something, you know, that somebody just didn't want or whatever, then that's even better deal.
Yeah.
So, no, there's things that we've gotten there that's been good. I just
Our
I just
entry
can't stand
shelf.
I just can't stand the store.
Yeah,
itself.
it's busy. It's a lot of people. It's a very people-y.
And there's only one way through the place. It's
Yeah.
not easy just to go in the door, grab the thing, and get to the register.
That is true.
Like you have to go through a certain way, and that just drives me nuts.
Well, I mean, you can jump through the different like
But you
things,
have
but there
to
is a
know
lot
the
of walking.
specific way to get through the things. Otherwise, you
Yes.
end up walking in circles.
That is true. That is true. They want you to buy more thingies.
Right. And it's not, it would be different if it was like, okay, this is all showroom and then this is all, but it's almost feels like it's mixed, like showroom and shopping at the same time.
Well, there's showroom and shopping on top, the top floor,
Yeah.
and then the bottom is the market and warehouse.
Right.
And so you can go up and look at all the stuff, or you can just go straight into the market, but it's still laid out in
You still have to go through the maze to
You
get
still,
to get
yeah,
your
you
stuff.
still have to go through all the things and then find the cutaways so that you can, or the shortcuts
Mm-hmm.
so that you can get through. It does take a little bit of time. It's not like a grocery store where you can just walk in and walk to the aisle and get it. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's set up in, a serpentine,
Right.
a little maze so that
Well, and there's
you
always a
see more
ton of
stuff.
people in there, and
There is always a ton of people.
it just takes a while to get through. But
Yeah. But it is really fun to like go and take pictures or um with the different things, get really good ideas and
mm-hmm.
yeah, they have some our entry um
Cabinet.
cabinet. Yeah, I guess cabinet. Um we love it.
Yeah, it
And
works really
we
well.
tell a lot of people about it. And they're like, I need something for the entryway, but not too deep. And I'm like, get this one cabinet. It's got a small drawer on top. It's not small, it's like this wide.
Yeah,
But it has
it's long, but
a
it's
long,
narrow.
short drawer. Depth wise, it's short.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has two like tilt outs for 2 layers of shoes in each tilt out. So we have 4
Mm-hmm.
areas to put in shoes right when we walk in the door. And we're not a shoes off house, but
She has a lot of shoes.
oh, yeah. And I like to take my shoes off and put on slippers.
Yep.
I like the slippies. And so we have that. But that little like drawer, the thing, it's perfect. It's got little dividers, little
Yeah, and it's not expensive.
containers that we put in that holds like extra keys and just random things. That for like if you're leaving the house, like right there.
Gloves or whatever.
And that's fantastic. And it wasn't crazy expensive. I think when we were there, it was maybe $200 and something.
Really?
Yeah.
We did not pay that.
We did not. No, we paid like 119.
Yep.
But I would like to find something that's as narrow or I guess as narrow.
Shallow.
To fill out the rest of that wall without it being that tall. I want a short one. But the short ones they have are they're like twice as wide.
We could buy the same thing, cut the legs off of it, and just screw it down lower.
Yeah, but then it's only going to be maybe 6 inches shorter. Those legs are not. And I need to make sure that I can still put up your
Advent calendar.
Christmas your countdown to Christmas on that wall.
Yeah.
But you know what? I want something that's like, I think at most 11 inches. I think the whole shoe cabinet is 11 inches out to the very edge of anything. That's as deep as it is. And a lot of things are, or maybe it's 10 3/4. A lot of things
Or 12 inches.
for entry are 12, 13, 15. And I don't want it to stair step out and get more narrow as you come into the house.
Right. Because we have a
that.
sectional on the other side. What kind of makes a walkway.
I want it to be like closed in hall. So I've been looking. I found a few things on Amazon and then I look back at the things. I'm like, nope, that's still too deep. We've looked at different like local stores here. I really just want another one of what we have, but just one tilt out. So like legs, one tilt out, drawer, done. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
Or there's one that I saw that has like the top. I really want to do like a charging station on the top. So we put all our things to charge there. And then underneath it has hooks for like purses. And then maybe some drawers or shelves for our basket of.
We could just make it.
I know, that's the thing. I think we're going to have to make it. And that's okay. I love doing projects with you. I was just saying, I mean, it's going to be just as expensive to buy as to
for
make.
sure.
So I was like, I wonder if I could just
It'd be
buy
just
it.
as expensive to buy all the materials and like 4 times the expensive as the time to make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. So, But I was thinking if we do it, maybe we could do
Do-do.
we could do the Bernie wood thing.
Oh, the Japanese
What is
wood
it?
treatment?
The shibori?
I don't know the name of it, but yeah, you torch the wood so
Yeah.
it seals it essentially.
Yeah. But then you still put something on top.
Do you?
Yeah, because you have to, you do it and then you scrape it with like a bristle brush and then you seal it. Unless you're doing it on the inside of like a garden box, because that's fine, but it'll still put out soot. You have to seal it with like a thing,
Oh, I don't know.
like polyurethane
We'll have to figure it
or
out.
something. But that would be kind of cute next to the black one on the wall. So I think, well, that was my question, was about zombies. Because I just wanted you to know that I don't want to eat a human, I guess.
All right. Well, how about down below you tell us how you would fare in a zombie apocalypse,
Would you eat a human?
or you could talk about whether you want to eat humans or not, I
No,
guess.
not whether you want to.
I mean, he posed the question.
No, would you to stay alive?
I mean, there has to be a want there.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think anybody who's like, you know what, I've always wanted to try.
I mean, there are people out there. That
Okay,
happens.
but I don't think that's the majority of people.
Maybe.
I think people just want to live. I just don't want to live that bad.
Anyway, let us know. Let us know what you think about IKEA. Is it a trash store? Is it great? Is it,
I think
fantastical?
it's a trap. It's a trap.
It is a trap.
If I were ever to get like sucked into an alternate reality and it was like without me knowing you had to get out of IKEA in 30 minutes or you're stuck in IKEA for the rest of your life, I wouldn't make it.
It makes me think of like the movie Terminal, where it's like Tom Hanks stuck in the terminal.
Yeah. Or some kind of like Twilight Zone or Outer Limits
Right.
episode where you're stuck in IKEA and you're like, this is great, until you're stuck in there for 2 months and you're like, this is not great.
Well, at least you'd have a chair to sit
You'd
on.
have food.
And a bed.
You'd have a place to stay.
Right?
You would have so many activities to do. They have crayons.
Right? I mean, they have things to do.
They have things to do. You could like rearrange stuff. I would have plenty to do for a little bit. They have books in there. Some
Yeah.
rooms have 20 of the same book, but it's books.
All right. Let us know what you think down below. Hit the like button. If you haven't yet, subscribe.
Yeah. Avi.
Avi. Thanks to those that have subscribed already. We really appreciate it. And we will talk to you later.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.